Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Mob Psycho 100, Season 2, Episode 13. Yes! I just decided to record both episodes together, well, one after the other, because yeah, sometimes I don't have enough time to record this stuff, and I don't want to don't get spoil on anything, and I don't want to wait a lot longer, so I have to see the season finale. So I said, screw it, I have time today, let's record both. So yes, I just finished I just finished recording my commentary about the episode 12, so the episode 13 is very fresh on my mind, so I will be able to perhaps comment on both of them or at least having a lot more context to comment on both episode on this episode, because yes, this looks very exciting, which is something I want to see in a season finale. The battle between good and evil, and obviously both are extremely powerful, so this seems to be exciting. But obviously, let's not forget the major point of Mob Psycho is not these absolute powers fighting against each other, but more the fight between attitudes, between characters, between ideals. I think that is the most important part of Mob Psycho. But anyway, I don't want to wait any longer, so before cutting all of this, please let me remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, consider a subscription and turn on notifications so you can get up to date with whatever we are doing with the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about it, and obviously so the algorithm will help me out and more people find my content. So yes, I think that's it for now. Let's just cut all of these and watch the video, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the last episode of the second season of Mob, and again, this is an episode in which we really end up with wrapping everything up. We don't have any more loose cables there. We don't have any more loose ideas. We kind of finish every single one of the arcs. And I enjoy that. For what I have seen in this episode, and again, I haven't even messed with the fandom so far. This is the end of the story for the anime, at least. I don't know if the manga continues, or I don't know if the manga is over. So I will be really interested to know that. Obviously, if you tell me that there is going to be a next season, I'm gonna hold myself back in the manga because, yeah, obviously I will be seeing spoilers there. But yes, I like this episode because it delivered everything that needed to be delivered. The spectacular fights between two very powerful espers, in this case Mauve and the leader of the Scar organization, and in a very spectacular way. And I love it was just not a flashy fight. It was not just this, oh yeah, let's destroy everything and whoever wins is obviously the one on top, and it's just a battle of fights. It's fights of strength, in this case esper strength. Yeah, it sounds kind of weird, but that's how I interpret it. No, this was a battle of ideals, and this is something that we have been seeing in the last few episodes, in the previous one, in episode 12, and in this one, because Moth never surrendered about that. Oh, well, no, actually, that is a lie. Actually, he really surrendered for a while there to his powers. He was, in a certain point, afraid of losing control, afraid of just being the same guy that he was fighting against. So yes, he doesn't want to just force the victory. He doesn't just want to force the victory. He wants to change the other guy. And even when he gave up on that, he still later on say, okay, no, screw it. I need to do this for myself. Even if I hate this dude, I need to try my best to save him. So yes, this is a very genuinely interesting episode, because once more, this is a battle of ideals. And yes, even if Mauve kind of was letting himself go, he figured out that no, I need to be in control. And that is the spectacular of the fight. If you want to see it just in level of powers, Mauve was in control. The question mark power, beyond that, Mob, I think, is never in control. It's way too much power and is overwhelming. So he didn't use that power. If you want to see it like that, I think Mob still have more to give, more power to give. But that was not the point of the episode, and that is what we saw in the wrapping moment. Mob defeated this guy. He was about to explode because he was not able to defeat Mob with what was contained within him. So he was going to explode. But instead of Mob just letting him die, just letting him end his life right there, he tried to save him. He tried to concentrate the power of this guy within himself. He was absorbing the power. Obviously, it's way too much and ended up doing or causing another effect. In this case, the giant broccoli in the center of the city. So it's kind of weird, but I love that funny side and the explanation of the giant hole in his uniform. So yes, it's a fascinating episode from that fighting of ideals, and I think the ideal that won was Mob's ideal, because in the end, even the leader changed his mind. He gave up in the end because of what Mob did, not just what he said, but what Mob did, because he did not abandon him. And that is, I think, the moment of victory for Mob. He did not abandon a person that he hated. And in the end, he finally understood that yes, Mob was right. The loneliness that he felt was what driven him to this madness of world conquer. And that is when he remembered his wife that say, okay, this person abandoned me and I could do anything with my amazing powers. So that is the moment in which Mob said, well, not Mob said, Mob won this battle of ideals. And that is what I think the main point of this anime. That is not just Mob being the most powerful one, but Mob being a person. This is not about his power, which obviously is kind of an excuse to drive the plot. But actually the important one is being Mob, the way he is and the way he is growing. Because we have seen Groot from Mob, not from his powers, because again, I think it's very similar to One Punch Man. He has the ultimate power. But what we need to see grow is the person, and I love this aspect of this show. I love the aspect of everybody growing, and we only see Mob in here, right? At least I'm concentrating only in Mob, but the rest grew too. In the first season, I thought that Shu, however you pronounce his name, was going to be another genetic villain, a very powerful one, but villain nonetheless. But no, he wanted to stop his father. And of course, we saw Raging grow in this second season, starting to figure out that yes, he was using Mob, and he started to see Mob into a different perspective. I love that aspect of Raging. We saw obviously the brother that he still grows and grew more in a social way. Obviously, we saw that growth in the first season, but in the second season, we saw that social group increasing. And speaking about social groups, Mob increased his social group. A lot more people are starting to see him as friends, to see him as equals. And I like that aspect because, yes, we got several episodes in which Mob was in need of help, and everybody helped. Well, not everybody, but the people close to him help him. So yes, I love this second season, and I love the message in the end for the season finale. And obviously we got one of our villains, the naive one, that started to grow and trying to help people instead of hurting them. Yes, perhaps he didn't figure that out in the past, but now that he knows, he wants to do something to help. And even the leader grew, as I speak before. He gave in to the police and say, okay, yes, I'm the only... Perhaps he charged the guilt of everybody else. Said, no, I am the mastermind behind it. I am the only one who should be punished. So it's genuinely fascinating to see the growth, not even of our protagonists, but from our villains. Not antagonists, villains that Mob changed thanks to his attitude. I love, obviously, the comedic side of all of this. In the end, the funny side. Oh, you cannot work here because you are not a person, people person. Yeah, it's kind of a riddle there. But anyway, yes, I love this aspect. I love the comedy aspect, and I love the ending. And it seems like it's the status quo. It seems like everything else was going and we returned to the same point, but I think it's different. Everybody grew, everybody is different, and I love that little aspect of the show that yes, you grew, but that doesn't change everything, and not everything is going to shine brighter. No, you change, hopefully for the better, but you need to acknowledge that the world might not change that much. You might have changed, but the world perhaps is the same. Which is obviously should not be ideal, but that is how the world works. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm not going to say the jokes because that will ruin the jokes. It was a great ending, and I think a very fitting ending for this series. I like it. I would love to see Mob succeed in love, but perhaps that is way too much. And I like to Mob to succeed in everything that he does, so perhaps he's that. I love Mob so much. But yes, I love the attitude that Mob had in this episode, the heroic attitude that he has during the whole episode. I love it. But I think I'm just stalling here. I don't think there is much to say for the episode. I don't want it to end because it was a great series, and yes, I took my sweet time with it. But yeah, I think I really just rambling. So yes, before anything else, please consider a subscription if you are not subscribed already, if you enjoy the content of the channel, and if you enjoy this particular video, please give me a thumbs up, and obviously leave a comment to let me know what you think about the ending, if you like it, if you dislike it, if you agree with what I have to say, or if you disagree with what I have to say. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, yes, I encourage you to do that in any case anything happens with this one, and follow me on Twitter so you know what I should do or what I do in a regular basis, some stuff, why I delay some videos and why I do not publish every single day and all of that. But anyway, yes, I think I really exhausted the topic of this one. I hope you enjoy it, and well, see you in the next series. Bye.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like, so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.